Hello everybody and welcome back to Sin City Living. Apologies for not having posted as much lately as I usually do. Been a busy couple of weeks, schedule changes, a lot of things going on at work, but hopefully I can get myself back into the swing of things, so we'll be bringing you guys some more videos. As always, a shout out of appreciation to our patrons. All those tips of support are very appreciated. Once we get the live stream going, we're probably going to do a patron only live stream, but otherwise right now I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that we're able to put out with the entire How to Deal Dice class. So should have a couple more of those coming out in the next couple of days. And for everybody else, please keep an eye. We're still struggling getting the live stream going. I think I've got the equipment. I'm just having some issues, compatibility issues, but I'm going to get them figured out. We're going to get the live streams going, starting out with the craps tournament. Right now I only have about 7 or 8 players, but I'm hoping that a few more of you guys will email us with some interest in it. We are going to have to back the time up from Thursdays at 6 to probably 4:30. My schedule did change. I no longer have Thursdays off. Yeah, that being said, if you're curious about the Patreon live streams and stuff like that, just check the description of the video down below. And otherwise, we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. For today's video, it's going to be part 3 in our little series of showing you guys what the standard progressions are, the bet progressions for some of the standard strategies as far as pressing goes. Now, this time around, we're going to look at sister presses. Sister presses and some of the different ways that you can do them. Okay. Now, some of these I will show you I will show you what the payout is, how much you have to work with, and how to build it up. Now, what I'm going to do is on this side, I will show what the bets would be if you were to not throw in any more money, any additional money. On this side, I would show what the progressions would be if you are willing to throw in a little bit more money and get a little bit more aggressive with your bets. At a certain point, you're probably just going to stop throwing in money and start collecting some. But some people, especially in the earlier levels, have a tendency to try and almost power press the sister numbers. Okay? So we'll start with the 6 and 8. So with the 6 and 8, 12 pays you $14. If you're going to press each one of them, you're only going to collect $2, but you're going to make them look like $18. Okay, it's pretty simple. Now, at this point, most people are not going to throw in any additional money because taking both of these up to $30 each would require $10. That's a little bit extreme for some people. Okay. Now, the next time around, you collect your $18 gets paid $21. So this time, once again, if you're not going to throw in any additional money, you're going to collect $9. You're going to take these up to $24 each. Okay? But what about if you do want to throw in a little bit more money? Not a huge amount, but just a little bit more money. Well, you could throw in $3 and you could take both your bets up to $30 each. Go up to $30 a piece. Okay. This is pretty common to see. I'll see stuff like this all the time. Now, once you're at $24, if you're on this one, at this point, very few people sister press here. Or if they do, they start looking at this as $30 as one unit. So if they wanted a sister press, they throw in a green, bring both bets up to 60. It's so on. But at a certain point, typically right around here, sister pressing goes away and people are just individually pressing. But when you're at 24, obviously, your next one is going to be $30 a piece. There are sister presses that go beyond this $30 mark, but I only want to show you guys the standard progressions, the normal stuff, the things that won't slow the dealers down, won't slow the game down, won't make the player have to think too hard. These are the standard ones. You can start going past this and you get to oddball, less standard type of bets. Okay? So with the 5 and 9, you're going to press up to $15. You're just going to collect $4. Right? There really isn't a throwing any extra money in for these. There doesn't tend to be a direction to go. Now, with the $15, a common sister press is to go straight up to a quarter. You collect $1. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, you can collect $11 and you can just press both of them up to $20 a piece instead of going up to a quarter. Now, once again, this tends to be the stopping point. There are a few common ones, such as bringing them both up to 30 and then bringing them both up to 35. Basically where you're sister pressing them 1 unit at a time. They're not super common, but we do see those every so often. But generally, this tends to be the stopping point, and people start pressing their numbers individually. But like I said, there can be some differences in that. Now, for the 4 and the 10, most of the time, you're just going to press them both 1 unit. So you're going to collect your $8 or $9 if $10 is already a buy. It is theoretically possible to bring them both up to say a quarter, but you have to throw in a whole lot of money. If this is not a buy yet, you would have to throw in $12 to bring both bets up to a quarter. Okay? Not super common there. Now, the next time around, again, this may not be a buy yet. Maybe, maybe not. So you're going to collect either $7 or $9, and you're going to bring them both up to a quarter. Bring both your bets up to a quarter. And now, from here, once again, it tends to devolve down into individual bets, individual presses, instead of sister presses. Most people do not sister press these bets up past the green. They start looking at their bets as individual bets. However, just like with the 5 and 9, the 4 and 10, you certainly can do progressions of 1 unit at a time, or even do progressions of 2 units at a time. You could go from 25 to 35 each, because what does this pay? This pays $49. Right? So you would collect $29. You would collect a green, and you could bring both your bets up to $35 each. What does that pay? That pays $68. So you could actually collect $38, and you could bring both your bets up to $50 each. I don't see these happen super often, but I do see them happen often enough that it's something that can be shown. Now, here's one thing that people ask is why would you want to sister press? And the reason that a lot of people sister press is because they're increasing their bets so that they can increase their payouts, and they're doing it in such a way that they're also doubling the number of chances of hitting it. If you're at $12 and you press up to $24 on the 8, that's fantastic. You're going to get paid great on the 8, but if a 6 rolls, you're collecting $2 again because you're pressing it all the way up. But if you cross press, if you sister press these numbers, you still use the same $12, so you still only collected $2, but now it doesn't matter which one of these hits. You're collecting more money than you would have normally. That's the idea behind the sister presses, is that you're basically combining these numbers so that you have twice as many chances for the numbers to roll. If we eliminate the 7s, there are 30 combinations of the dice that do not lose. 6 7s, 6 combinations that produce a 7, so there's 30 combinations that do not produce a 7. Of the 30 non-losing combinations, 10 of them are right here. 1 in 3 rolls that are not a 7 land in the 6 and 8. 8 of them are over here. So if you just look at the inside, 18 of the rolls that are not a 7 land right here. 18 out of 30, that's more than 50%. Land within these numbers. So if you're sister pressing, you have a greater chance of hitting one of the numbers that you have pressed up slightly. So that's the reason that some people sister press. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye now.